We have a mini Aldi haul. You want some? I got a box of chips. We could potentially have a hurricane. It shouldn't hit us directly at all, but it's always nice to get some hurricane snacks and for the kids. Do you want some? Yeah, okay. Do you want some chips? Welcome to the vlog. How y'all doing? How you doing? How you living? Okay, yep. I'm gonna show you some things we got from Aldi. We really just needed to get some dinner stuff, some easy dinner stuff, and snacks and stuff for the kids for potentially being home Thursday. I think we'll hear today whether or not school will be closed, but I'm praying for anybody that is in the affected area of this storm. What is its name again? Doesn't have a name. Storm. Stay safe. I have a ton of hurricane trauma, so I'm trying to keep my mind off of it. So the working out this morning was a must, and everybody and their mama was at Aldi today. But we spent like $150 and we got a lot of stuff. I'm always so impressed with how well Aldi, like their prices are just insane. If you're not shopping at Aldi, seriously, you're missing out. But we got some of these little pizzas for the kids. Sour cream. We got this artichoke stuffed chicken. This is just really easy to have for a dinner one night. Shredded pepper jack cheese, so good. 2 bags of corn. German potato blend, these are amazing. Shredded sharp cheddar cheese. The German cabbage blend, so good. We did turkey sausage with ours. Like I got turkey sausage and cut it up and did onion and then mixed this in, and we had it over some potatoes, and it was absolutely amazing and delicious. We really love these Black Angus burgers. These are the bacon and cheddar cheese ones. You don't need a bun with these, and they're really easy, and just, again, we like easy stuff. We also got this pre-made chicken pot pie. It looked really good. It was in the frozen section, and again, easy dinner. So we don't like to order out. We try to avoid Uber Eats and just eating out in general. We eat 99% of our meals here at home, and sometimes that looks like convenience foods. You can eat food, any food you want really, and still lose weight. You just have to be mindful, dude. And I always feel like I have to defend food in this house, but at the end of the day, I don't. And neither do you. We got some lean ground beef. We're big beef fans. A huge, giant pack of chicken breasts. So this is like the base of all of our meals for the next 5 to 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Burgers one night, chicken pot pie one night, that chicken. We'll do something with the beef, and then we'll have a couple nights of like chicken breasts. And that's kind of how we plan our meals out. And we have a bunch of frozen veggies and stuff still in the freezer. So we do very simple, like meat. Sometimes we'll do rice. Most of the time we do rice. We'll do potatoes. You can eat potatoes and lose weight. Did you know that? Yes, you can. I was always scared to death of a potato because I love a potato. Potatoes are not bad. If you really look at the macros on them, you're fine. Just portion control, duh. This box over here, but we did get some tortilla chips, some Dino and Dragon fruit snacks for the lunchbox for the boy, Aldi's version of Cheez-Its, Aldi's version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the kids. What are these? Nutri-Grain bars, Aldi's version. Aldi's version, it sounds like Taylor Swift, Taylor's version. But stuff like this is really good to have for storm stuff. I like to have non-perishable foods, and these are safe foods from Ev and Elle, so I always like to have them in the house. It's about a quarter of the price of actually the brand Nutri-Grain. And oh, wait till y'all, it also has better ingredients. Aldi does not use food dyes. We love you for that. We got a bag of dog food. This is the dog food we use for Trixie. It's grain-free, and it goes really well in her tummy. She's 13 years old now. She's such an old lady, and this food settles her tummy. Sometimes stuff makes her upset, but this one we found has been really good for her. She's quite spoiled. 2 containers of raspberries. These will be gone in 2 days, but raspberries at Aldi were $2.50 a container, and at Publix, you say hi. At Publix, they were $5 a container. A pack of bell peppers, pico de gallo, pumpkin spice coffee creamer. I usually use Chobani's, but this works and it's cheap. We got the world's largest zucchinis. I have to do this really quickly because Ev is freaking out. These sea salt caramels are so good, and 2 of them is 130 calories. It's nearly impossible to overeat these. I got this Too Good pumpkin yogurt to try. I only got one because I really don't know how it'll be, but they were on sale, so I got one of these to try. Yogurt bites. If you use water flavor enhancer and you're buying it anywhere from Aldi, you're getting a bunch of dyes. Aldi doesn't have dyes in theirs, it's a huge, huge relief because the kids like juice and we do this instead, and I don't feel as bad about giving it to them. Half a gallon of milk, our weekly loaf of sourdough bread, a regular loaf of bread for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, peanut butter, a bag of onions, jalapenos, ketchup. My bougie old lady dog, I love her so much. When she gets her dinner at night, she gets one of these mixed in. These are like 98 cents, and I know it's an expense, but it makes her happy. What kind of dog doesn't want prime rib? A box of mac and cheese for the children. That's it. Now I gotta put this stuff away. Oh, change of scenery. I look different than I did earlier. Put a little paint on the barn. I'm actually going right now to get a pedicure with my mom. It's something we do every month, and it's a good way for us to just hang out and have a little girl time. We do a CBD pedicure at the spa at Riverview in New Smyrna. 10 out of 10. It is so good, and I won't risk these phalanges and these toes to get an infection anywhere else. That's why we stick to the spa. Spa's clean and super protective. So it's a little bit more, but it's just a little, it makes me feel a little bit better about getting a fungus. I've known too many people who have gone down from bad pedicure tools, man. I just got a message from Ella's teacher. She's having a bit of a day today. I don't know. I think the energy in the air is, we're fine as far as the hurricane goes, I think. I mean, you never really know until it goes where it goes, but as far as it looks like it's going through the armpit, which is like the panhandle of Florida. So all of my panhandle friends, I know you guys had a hell of a time. I think it was Michael. I'm praying for you that you stay safe and well and dry. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be, I feel like now every year it's like every storm is the end all be all, and now we all have so much storm trauma that it's like stresses everyone out. So I feel like the energy's in the air, but so far I think we're okay. But we did have to get some stuff. We're having leftovers tonight. Look how dirty my stove is. I'm interested to hear, do you guys do leftovers? I know some people aren't into them, but as far as us as we go, we usually make a bunch of protein, like a bunch of meat at one time, and use them for leftovers the next day and just make 2 totally different meals out of it, and it doesn't feel as like yee. So we made a huge pork loin yesterday. I actually showed it on my Instagram. Pork, it was a huge pork roast. I don't know, we just made a lot of pork and we have a ton left, and we're doing pork tacos. Oh man, I'm doing the most Floridian thing ever, and it's not filming myself. Yes, woman, I have a camera in my face, but the most Florida thing you can do to prepare for a possible hurricane. Publix. We forgot 2 of Ella's safe foods yesterday at Aldi. I can't believe it. We forgot her sausage and her mini pancakes. That's like her breakfast go-to most days. So let's run in and grab some stuff. I have to get ready. I made my bed. That's a good start. And speaking of beds, I'd like to thank Helix for sponsoring today's video. If you've never heard me talk about Helix before, you are 1000% new here. I say that every time, but you definitely are. Helix is a mattress company that delivers mattresses straight to your door. You go online, you take their sleep quiz, and it will match you with the mattress that is best suited for your needs. When I took our sleep quiz almost 4 years ago, we were matched with the Helix Plus mattress. They have Elite and Luxe mattresses as well, but we were matched with the Helix Plus, which is made specifically for plus size people. Big and tall friendly, I should say. We've been sleeping on the Helix Plus mattress for 4 years. I have less shoulder pain, less back pain, and I just wake up generally feeling so much better. When I lay down in our bed at night, I know I'm going to get a good night's rest and that the bed was made for me. I know when I lay down in my bed at night, the weight of the world is off my shoulders, quite literally. off of my shoulders. I have so much less shoulder pain. I can't even tell you what a difference it's made. Something that I really love about Helix is that they have a 100-night sleep trial. You can sleep on your bed for 100 nights, and if you don't love it, you can send it back. Helix is also fiberglass free. We spend a lot of time in our beds, and it is really important that our beds are not filled with all of that nasty junk. I really love that they're fiberglass free. I think that shows the integrity of a brand when they care about what's going into their mattresses. Helix also offers financing options. I know a mattress is a huge purchase. It's not something most people can go out and buy willy-nilly. They do have financing options for that, as well as a 10-year warranty. So if anything were to go wrong with your bed, in 10 years, you can get it replaced. Right now, Helix is running their Labor Day sale, which means if you go to helixsleep.com/LaurenBrazee, you will get 25% off of your Helix mattress. I can't explain to you how important it is to go and take that sleep quiz so that you're getting the mattress that is best for your needs. Thank you again, Helix, for sponsoring today's video. We absolutely love our bed. Oh, and the final thing, if you're going to purchase a mattress, or even if you're not, you should definitely try their sheets. I cannot recommend their sheets enough. They are top notch. Thank you again, Helix, for sponsoring today's video. Is it weird if I lay here and talk to you? Because honestly, this is just so much easier. The kids are in school today, yay. I went and I filled up the car with gas. I got the last minute snacks. We need to go in the backyard and pick up all the things that can fly. The storm, what makes me nervous about this storm is the fact that it's a hurricane. So if you are in the armpit of Florida, like the Panhandle, Alabama, even Georgia, I think a little bit, anywhere there, I'm looking out for you, I'm praying for you, and I hope you stay safe. With Hurricane Ian, we were not expecting anything, and we ended up having like a 1,000-year flood. We were on it was similar to this storm, except it came across the state. We are on the East Coast, it came from the West Coast, and we just had so much rain that our town could not handle it, and our whole town was literally underwater. It was insane. And from the water came the fire. You know how that really played out for us. So I have a little trauma. I have some trauma built up there, and I'm not too concerned about this storm, but I feel like when you're not concerned, that's when you should be. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to be nervous or anxious about it, but I also don't want to be unprepared. So we have pretty much everything we need. Fingers crossed for no flooding. Flooding is really, really stressful to Ella, like beyond. You guys, I didn't realize how much stress and anxiety she had just from that flooding a couple years ago. But we had some basic flooding from, we'll get into it. Hold on, I gotta go change the battery. We're gonna talk about it and get ready. I had to change my battery. I have a call in 45 minutes. Fantastic. So basically, I had no idea. This is why you should always presume competence. I love these shirts. I'll leave them tagged down below. My best friend, Valine. You guys met Val a few times on my channel. My lifelong best friend. Literally, we've been best friends for 20 years. Vincenzo, her oldest, and Ella, both are on the autism spectrum, and they were diagnosed days apart, and they're 5 months apart. We're trying to figure out what was in the water. I don't know what happened there, but the beautiful thing is that he has become a speller. If you don't know what spelling is, basically it's his form of communication. They teach him hand to mouth spelling, so he's non-speaking, but he is very competent, and now that he's able to spell and type, he started a blog. He has a t-shirt line. We've been able to see his personality. He's been able to advocate for himself. It's amazing. But he did launch his line of the presumed competence shirts and like shirts for spellers as well. I'll leave it linked down below. My best friend's a single mom, and she is so supportive and like really moves heaven and earth for her babies, and what she has done for Vin is just life-giving. And I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud of him. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, this is why we presume competence, is because I genuinely just felt like Ella didn't really, not that she didn't notice, because obviously our whole world's flipped upside down, but I didn't realize how this affects her too until recently. Like when we've had flooding, we have flooding issues here, lots of development, you know, drama. In this little town, we have had some major flooding just on normal rainstorm days, which is stressful. And Ella had an anxiety attack a week and a half or 2 weeks ago when it flooded in the streets, which makes me very nervous for this storm. I'm trying to prepare her the best I can. I just don't want her to feel that stress and anxiety. We're trying really hard to talk about it and let her know that it's not dangerous and that we will always protect her and it's gonna be okay. something bad doesn't happen every time there's a flood. That doesn't mean we're gonna lose our home. She loves it here. It just stresses her out, and that breaks my freaking heart. I just didn't realize that it really did. As much as it affected me and our family, it affected her too. And obviously, they're very adaptable kids, but hurricanes are just stressful, super stressful. But I'm never leaving Florida, so I better get used to it, right? I'm trying to like just work my way through it. I won't feel like this forever, I hope and pray. I didn't feel like this my whole life. Obviously, you always feel like, oh crap, I don't want the power to go out, and I don't want to have to deal with mostly power outages because it's hot here, and the thought of power going out just sucks ass. And both of my kids are on the spectrum. Ella is an iPad kid. Everett's never played with an iPad a day in his life, so he would be totally fine without power. Ella, on the other hand, it'll peeve her, but we'll work it out. But the flooding, for some reason, is really what seems to be the main trigger for her. So I'm just hoping we don't have any flooding this time. Fingers crossed, for the sake of this whole entire town, we don't have flooding, because it's not just me. I'm one of thousands of people who lost their homes, had water intrusion. There was a couple of house fires, including mine, from when the power came back on. People are still actively rebuilding their lives in our town and all over the place. So this is everybody's freaking out, man. Everybody's freaking out, and it's not even coming on our side. It's not supposed to really go over us, but they did close school tomorrow. And it just seems like this time of year now, I'm gonna have kind of a pit in my stomach until it's over. And that's just the way it has to be. I talked to my therapist about it, and she gave me some really good coping mechanisms, and we're just gonna stay hunkered down and safe. And I hope wherever it hits, like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, because this is the thing with storms. You never really know what they're gonna do. They kind of have a mind of their own. But I hope wherever it is, if you are in the path, you stay safe, stay vigilant, and fingers crossed it's like not as bad as they say it is. Every storm, they say, is going to be bad nowadays. And I genuinely am trying to keep the mindset that it's not gonna be that bad. I should take a gummy. I've got a zit on my neck. My period's coming in a couple of days, which means I'm bloated and I feel ugly. I feel ugly. I feel ugly. I'm not. I'm telling myself I'm not, but I don't feel pretty. But that's okay. We're gonna fake it till we make it, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and take this call in the next like 10 minutes, but I wanted to check in with you guys and make sure you're doing well. The last time I did like we're preparing for a hurricane video, it didn't go very well for me, but I'm super hopeful, and I'm really praying for all of you guys that are in the path. Just stay super safe and super aware of your surroundings. And if you have learned anything from me over this last 2 years, I hope it is this piece of information. Renter's insurance. Have renter's insurance, and if you own your home, have flood insurance and homeowner's insurance. Have insurance. Insure your things, insure your life, insure everything. Do not make the mistake that I made and be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. Make sure you have all the insurance. And if you're not in a flood zone, you should still have flood insurance. That's my hill that I will die on now, because none of the people around us had flood insurance, and we're not in a floodplain and lost their homes to flooding. So just make sure you insure your stuff. Maybe I'll become an insurance agent, I don't know. But I hope you guys stay safe and well, and we will see you hopefully on the other side of this in a next vlog. And I can tell you it was absolutely nothing, and it'll be fine. And if you're in the path, I hope you stay safe. And I already said that, didn't I? I did say that. All right, I'm gonna go have a cup of coffee, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Bye, friends. Neck sit. Bye.